What's cracking, figure freaks? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing great. Gingervitis75, your blue collar collector, coming at you with another action figure review. Today we're doing the Marvel Legends STARFOX and Champion of the Universe 2-pack. We got some artwork on the side of the box and the back. On the left side we got STARFOX there. And I believe I've seen that image before on a cover of the Avengers. Then you got the Champion all smothered in some green goo. I don't know much about him except for his name is, what the hell was his name? Trichoslatterus. So yeah, that's a mouthful kind of, Trichoslatterus. And yeah, he's a big boy. Now, STARFOX is looking great. I actually have a custom Marvel Legends STARFOX, which I will show you. And I thought it was pretty cool, but this one's gonna put it to shame. I love that kind of orange red. It's almost like Champion's pants are the same color as the red on STARFOX. But yeah, just liking this design. Seemed like this was a long time coming. He is a well-known Avenger, and so yeah, his real name is Eros, or Eros of Titan, and he is an Eternal, and he's the brother to Thanos. So let's open up this box and let's check out these figures. Woo! And out of the box, let's measure up these guys since there's such a enormous size difference. And wow, Champion is sitting right at 8 inches. And STARFOX is just over 6 inches, so 2 inches difference there, so probably about 2 feet difference. Champion of the Universe is a beast. He is also an elder of the universe, but he kind of prefers the art of combat over like seeking knowledge and enlightenment, I guess, like the rest of the elders. He is quite full of himself. He is arrogant, but he's also one of the oldest beings in the universe. He basically evolved after the Big Bang. Pretty nice looking head sculpt there. Look at that, that's nice. Like the paint and the shading by the eyes. Nice. We got a couple red heads here, so we got this kind of long flowing red hair. It gets a little darker at the top, so you got a little wash up there. I like that a lot. Nice looking figure. I'm pretty sure this is the exact same like limb set or even buck as we got with Drax. So the Drax in that 2-pack with Moondragon. So he's a big beefy boy. And of course STARFOX looking pretty nice here. I'm liking this figure a lot. Been waiting on a STARFOX for a long time. I think maybe his power set might have something to do with maybe not releasing him because it's a little bit sensitive. Some of his powers, we could say, well, he's got flight, strength, longevity, agility. He's got a healing factor. He's basically immortal. Here are Champion's big old white or bluish white fists. And then we got STARFOX, little fists. And along with that power set, there was one superpower he has that maybe kind of got Me Too'd and maybe written out of history. I kind of read the updated version, and they don't suggest that power, but the old Wikipedia does. And it's basically he can control people's emotions. So he can kind of compel people to act to his will. And people have kind of questioned that because he mostly used that. We're going through articulation right now in case you didn't notice. He would use that influence on women. Got the shoulders going up, going around. Get it all the way around there. There we go. This doesn't get too bent out of shape. Swivel here. So he would influence the women and have sex with them. And it was like girls like She-Hulk, which I guess, you know, she's kind of known to get around, I guess. But basically what I'm trying to say is part of StarFox's power is rape. All right? We'll just say it. No, I'm just playing. But, yeah, he's a good guy. It just seems like he kind of got pegged as a dirtbag, maybe, because, like, think about it. Enchantress, who's a villain, and Spider-Woman both have those kind of powers where, like, I guess it's just magic enchantment to make men lust over her, or, you know, whether it was pheromones with Spider-Woman, you know, that's okay. But if a guy does it, it's extra naughty. Double jointed knees, all pinless, elbows and knees. And we got a boot cut, and then of course we got that tilt and the pivot. So this is a nice figure. I actually really like the colors. I like the yellow mixed with this kind of, it's like an orangish red, and I mean, I think it's pretty much the same color. Maybe the pants of the champion are a little bit darker. Yeah, I think they are. But still, close. They kind of got the same color hair. So we got a couple gingers. Woohoo! Go ginger! But yeah, nice looking sculpt. Might be a high score. I don't know. I would say this is the Vulcan buck, but I think it's maybe a size smaller because this is looking kind of scrawny. So I think it's just a step down. But do this guy now. Head doesn't move too much. It looks like it'll pop if I twist it all the way around. So there. He looks down about like that. Not very much. That big mane of hair is getting in the way. Shoulders go up all the way around. Bicep swivel. Single jointed pinned elbows. Come on. Where's those maximum Hulk elbows, huh? We got a pivot that makes the arm or the hand want to come out of the wrist, and the twist. Stomach crunch. Oh, come on, work those abs. And then, of course, we got that swivel at the waist. That belt kind of gets in the way a little bit. It kind of flexes upward if you want to twist, but I think it's meant to be down a little bit more. We do have that swivel, and it's quite ratchety at the thigh swivel. We got the pinned double jointed knees, and he can kick his own ass. And then we got that boot cut, and then the pivot. Oops, that's the tilt, my bad. Oops, everything's falling apart. There's that tilt and the pivot. So pretty sure this is the exact same buck. Legs, feet, arms, torso, it's all the same, I think, as we got with Drax. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, I think we're ready to do comparisons. I like both of these figures, honestly. I don't much know about the champion of the universe, but he's a powerful motherfucker. We'll do some comparisons, but I guess he did like some gladiator style like battle tournament with all the big boys of Marvel, like back in the maybe like late 70s, early 80s. And he was created by Jim Starlin, I believe. And as was STARFOX. I could be mistaken about the champion. I think maybe it was like Sal Buscema, or maybe I can't remember. But during this like gladiator style tournament, he fought the likes of Hulk, Thor, Thing, Sasquatch, Colossus, Namor, Wonder Man, and Doc Samson. So he fought some guys and he came up victorious almost every time. All right, here we have STARFOX and the custom STARFOX. I'm just going to show him off for a second. We'll come back to him in a moment. Not a bad figure, but I'm going to see if I can throw him on eBay and just maybe get a couple bucks for him. We'll see. But decent. This is all molded on here. This was that Namor buck, the second one, where he had all like the suit up here that kind of came over his chest and around his shoulders, and he had like the scaly stuff going on, and he had pants on. So not the buck naked Namor, which we need a new one, a new version of that. So come on, buck naked Namor, please. So we'll come back to that in a second. And then we got the champion right along next to Drax, which I do believe exactly the same shit. Everything, same hand. Look at that shit. Exact same hand even. Wow. So same legs, despite the swashbuckler boots that Drax has. Pinned, double jointed. Everything's the same size. They almost look like a tag team, a wrestling tag team, like that you'd see on WWE or something, because they got these belts here. Same arms, same body, it looks like. Almost like same head. A little different, but you know, they could almost be the same, just with different paint, different shading. But this guy's got a little bit more like definition in his face. Well, maybe not. They're just different. So both very nice sculpts though, gotta say. Back to STARFOX. So yeah, this is that Namor buck, pretty old. We got the pin. I try to do some touch-ups with some red painter pens, and just not great. So but not horrible. And I do like this figure, and it was a good placekeeper. You can see all that red paint is kind of getting all over the white, so it's sticky as shit. Look at that. So I'll have to take some pretty good pictures when I throw this guy on eBay. Don't want to mislead anyone, but yeah. Maybe get some white paint or a paint pen. It almost looks like these things on the chest are almost the exact same. Maybe not. This is a little more three-dimensional here. So it was cut out, painted, and then glued. Yeah. And here we got STARFOX next to his brother. We got Eros of Titan and Thanos of Titan. And STARFOX really wants to just knock out his brother. Boom! Right in his nutsack of a chin. And then next to the champion of the universe, we have Titus, the giant battle cat. And he's holding a little silica package right here. I just thought I'd add that just for fun. I do like this look. Wouldn't mind getting an updated version, but I doubt that will ever happen. This guy is so loosey-goosey. I had to put some like floor polish in his stomach crunch, which I don't think really did too much, and it probably just made it more crusty and dried up in there, but whatever. I don't think I'll ever get rid of this figure unless we get a reissue with, like, well, it'll probably be pinned because he's big like Champion and like Drax, so he will have to probably get the new pinned leg set, but we can always hope, right? So there we go. I'm starting to really like both of these figures though. Whoopsie, sorry. The camera's all off balance. And here we have the Champion next to some guys that some of them he may have fought even more. Just going through the galaxy, the universe, whatever, and trying to find fights and big tough guys to fight because he loves the art of battle. And so he did fight the Thing. He basically wouldn't go up against the Hulk, and he said, "Why would I fight such a savage animal?" And then he accused Thor of cheating because he used his hammer. So he beat down like Colossus, Doc Samson, Wonder Man. But Thing, he fought till almost a standstill. So the Thing got the Champion's respect. Of course, we got Kellark, the Gladiator, Marvel's Superman, whose powers are infinite as long as he's feeling good about himself, because it's all about his confidence. His confidence lowers, he loses confidence, his power is drained. And of course we got Adam Warlock from the mini comic wave. Give him some extra power effects. I don't know about this cane, but I gotta say though, I'm noticing in a lot of the new figures, the colors are popping. They're looking really nice. I'm liking it. I am liking the new offerings of Marvel Legends because things are starting to really look good. Now, sometimes you get some really soft, gooey plastic. At least that's my experience. So, best of luck out there with that. All right, let's bring in one more comparison for StarFox. And finally, for our comparisons, we have StarFox with a bunch of his buddies from that Avengers squad from, I think, the late 80s. Comprised of these members. We got the Captain Marvel, Photon, Hercules, Vision, Cersei, and Black Knight with the bomber jacket or the flight jacket. I think Captain America, Namor, and then sometimes She-Hulk and Thor were on this squad. It was a pretty nice squad actually, but I just didn't want to bust out everybody, and we see a lot of Thor and Captain America, so let's just bring out some of these fun characters here. So this pretty much, this is one of the Avengers teams that I wanted to put together. And I was going to say it finishes it out, but there's one more piece to the puzzle. And if you know who I'm talking about, say, hell yeah. You don't know who I'm talking about. It's Dr. Druid, guys. Now all we need is that Dr. Druid. And then we'll get a Captain America. We'll get that bearded old school Thor. And then the Namor figure. And this shit should be complete. You can throw She-Hulk in there every once in a while. I have 3 different She-Hulks, so we got She-Hulks to spare. Plus, StarFox and She-Hulk, they're kind of an item at one point. So yeah, let's get into rating and then we'll close it up. All right, guys, so wrapping it up, gotta rate these guys. I'm gonna give StarFox a 7.5. I think that's a little high, but he is a solid figure. I do really like the paint, and he looks so perfect and just true to the design from the comic book. He is a little small, I must say, but that's okay. Maybe he's a little guy, but he packs a big punch, right? So, yeah, oh, my mom's calling me. Yeah, and for some reason, I really like this orange red mixed with the white and the yellow. They got it down pretty good, and that face sculpt, not bad. Like that kind of, he's always kind of had his own hairstyle. You could compare it to Wolverine, but it's not really like that. He's almost like got some devil horns. He kind of looks like that fucking little fucking magic kid from Young Justice. The little witch boy. I don't know. So, he's getting the 7.5. And then, for champion, I'm going to go 7. Because he is a nice looking figure. Really nice here. I like the veins popping out on the bicep there. Looking crazy. Too bad we got the pegs. But that's alright. When you take off the hands, these gauntlets will come off. But yeah, just big, colorful character. He's arrogant. He thinks he's a badass. He's got a big mane of red hair. He looks pretty awesome. Like, look at that. He's just posing off there. STARFOX just felt his bicep. Gay. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, this guy kind of reminds me a little bit of like, a whole fuck ton of DC characters. Like Mongol, he could be, or maybe Graydon. I think Graydon was like that kind of like the long lost son of Darkseid. So, yeah, reminiscent of a lot of different characters, I'm sure. It's kind of tit for tat. They just rip each other off. So we're going with a 7 on the champion, 7.5 on STARFOX. I don't think I'm going to put this guy in my top 10, but right now I'm really excited for this figure because it gets us one step closer to finishing off that Avengers team. So that's going to do it for me. I hope you guys all enjoyed this review. I would recommend picking up this set. Hopefully, and I'm also kind of excited because I'm not having the bad luck that I had with like Wetsuit and a couple other figures, just like flimsy legs and some pain issues like with Man-Wolf, and I love that Man-Wolf character. And it's kind of like STARFOX is kind of in the same vein as that because it's very nostalgic and 80s. So anything that goes in that direction, I'm going to like. So guys, please like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you on the next one. Peace out.